What's up, fellow agents? It's your boy 0011 here, back at you with another recap and review, and this week's episode is all about the Emancipation. This week opens up in an old juke joint in the middle of nowhere. I thought we were done with the runaround. We are, buckle up, and Talbot gains access to the S.H.I.E.L.D. base. Back at Hive's base, and Daisy's getting drained. Well, at least a little. Hive's going easy on her, and only taking a little bit at a time. No need for anyone to die. Daisy plays cat and mouse with Fitz jumping in and out of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s network, and they've got you locked up. Was somebody being a bad boy? You like bad boys. We have a history. Your friends keep finding us and forcing us to move, wasting our time. If it happens again, there'll be no absolution. I gotta say, I'm really liking the creepy, calm Hive Ward character. Get some rest. You were confident last time. Last time I didn't have the right ingredients. Now I just need some volunteers. Well, that doesn't sound good for someone. Over to Lincoln, and wait, is this foreshadowing? Lincoln will be Hive's volunteer? He's tired of being locked up, and he's ready to do just about anything to get out. If that's what you want, Talbot's right upstairs. We see Fitz doing what he can to keep Daisy out of the system, and find out Lincoln doesn't really need to still be locked up. Gemma seems to be fine with him in there. She's still not happy with him going behind their back and frying the systems. Fitz feels like everything is going to hell and all they're doing is slowing down the descent. May walks in and tells him that it's time for new strategy. Daisy's going to get in anyway. She just wants him to start thinking like Hive and get into his twisted little brain. Coulson's trusting Talbot with S.H.I.E.L.D.'s biggest secret, bringing him on base, and now he needs Talbot to trust him. He doesn't care how many Avengers registered. They live in the spotlight. S.H.I.E.L.D. works in the shadows. But hard-headed Talbot wants his list. I know about Daisy and Electro Boy. Who else? You're about to meet one. Elena, show the general what you can do. Any time now. Naive. I have to say, Talbot plays a great schmuck. Kudos to Adrian Pestar. Great acting. Hey, looky here, the Watchdogs are back, and they're making a ton of references to Civil War. I really have to go watch that before it gets spoiled. They have a new informant at the ATCU that gave him the name of an Inhuman. We're going to make an example out of this one. The world needs to know that they're a disease and we're the only cure. Back to a locked-up Lincoln, and he finds that Daisy is still with him, watching through S.H.I.E.L.D.'s cameras, communicating through the TV. Genius. Lincoln tells Daisy how much he misses her and wants to see her. He wants to be with her, but not brainwashed. No Hive, no S.H.I.E.L.D., just the two of them. Daisy cuts the feed, seeing Talbot and Coulson approaching, saying they'll talk later. In walks Talbot, instantly in dick mode. Well. Last time I saw you, you tried to kill my bodyguard. What's he doing here? I thought this was a germ-free zone. I see you two remember each other. Mac's not happy to see Yo-Yo. He's afraid what happened to Daisy might happen to her. She tells him he needs a beer and some faith. That's how evil wins, when good people start to doubt and run the other way instead of stand up and fight. In Colombia, they have a saying, evil preys on the weak because it fears the strong. The Sherkobian Accords are for people's protection. Sometimes you need protection from yourself. Is that why you have him caged up? I've seen him in the field. He has control issues. Lethal control issues. Fine, I'll register. Sign me up. Anything to get me out of here. If you're in here against your will, what's from stopping you from blasting your way out of here right now? Nothing. I could fry that mustache right off your face. But that's just not who I am. Besides, I'd never make it off base without help. All right, Coulson. I've seen the good and the bad. Now show me the ugly. Oh, it must be time to visit my man Lash. I really love all the foreshadowing this show does. What the hell is that? You're keeping monsters on your base now? Breathe, General. Rasta Hope was your husband? I don't care if he used to be Mahatma Gandhi. Why in God's crusty pie is he here? Ha! God's crusty pie. I love this guy. What you have here is an out-of-control freak show. Lincoln, do you really want to leave? Well, it looks like Daisy was listening. Only if I can see you. He is laying it on thick. Where's Daisy Johnson? On assignment. On assignment for who? I've got her and a dead man strolling down Lover's Lane in a town where a UFO landed the night before. Wait, has Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. turned into a soap opera and I didn't even realize it? Oh well, hooked is hooked, and they've got me. If you already knew, why are you just now saying? I wanted to see if you'd lie right to my face. I had no choice. The stakes were too high. What are you up against? What is at stake? The world as we know it. Out on the streets, following the Inhuman, and they chase him into a closed-off alley. End of the line, Inhuman. He reveals that it's James and says there's always hell. He grabs a chain and turns it Inferno and goes totally Ghost Rider on those fools. They realize what a mistake they've made, and James says, on principle alone, this can't end well for you. Enter Hive. Leaving so soon? Who are you? I'm the one who invited you. And Hive goes straight up Bruce Lee and snatches the gun out of the dude's hand before he can even pull the trigger. What do you want from us? To become what you hate. The devil? You gotta be kidding me. Technically, he's not the devil, but many of the messages about the devil derive from Hive and the cult that worshipped him, Hydra. This is exactly why the Sokovia Accords were created. This is a nightmare scenario. She's a nuclear weapon in the wrong hands. Now he may have exactly what he needs to turn all humans into swayed inhumans. Well, that doesn't sound good. Our volunteers are brought back to the Hive base, and the doctor sees they're not exactly volunteers. Are you still confident, Doctor? I am 100% fairly certain. Ha, such great actors they brought in this season. The watchdogs get put into a trailer and pumped full of hive dust for their emancipation, and now we have the title to our show. The results aren't pretty, but Hive says good enough. Let's make more. Daisy heads back to the computer to help Lincoln escape. It's a team effort, but they totally MacGyver the perfect plan. Back to Coulson's office, and Talbot is freaking out. Don't you tell me to calm down. I'm the one who tells you to calm down. How come you are so calm anyway? I'm getting used to this sort of thing. And we get a wink to the audience. I gotta give one more shout out to the great acting this year. Daisy finishes telling Lincoln how to MacGyver the lock. Put the tape dispenser there, put the pencil there. What's the tray for? Him. Thwack. Now grab his comm. You run a tight ship, Coulson. Fitz sees Daisy's back in the system and she's freed Link. How can I trust you when you can't even keep track of your own Inhumans? That's two you've lost. I should have left you in the bar. Mask, what's wrong? Talbot tells her Hothead is loose and Swayze Daisy is helping him. Fitz and Daisy have a hacker battle, and Fitz is getting better, but no one's better than Daisy online. Lincoln's getting nervous and doesn't want to leave in a body bag. Can you use an extra hand? Mac! Actually, I could use about 7, but 1'll do. Glad you're back from moping. Well, base is secure. What about the Quinjet? Ah, shit. It's okay. Mac's on it. Wait, what? I'm not sure how effective Broken Rib Mac's gonna be against Fry Fingers. Ha! Mac Rib, Mac Fry. I must be hungry, but I haven't eaten there in years. I'm in. Are we all clear? There's a problem. I can't access the camera on the upper deck. I won't have eyes out there on you. Well, I'm not stopping now. Anyone else smell a trap? Looks clear to me. Boom! Can't let you leave, Sparks. Ouch, you know that pinched the ribs. But Mac's a boss and he does what he can, but Lincoln calls upon the power of Grayskull and zaps Mac to the ground. Hello? You there? Just a little complication. Good. Get to the Quinjets and I'll do the rest. Back on Hive base, and James admires Hive's well-trained new pups. The doctor gives us a few great lines begging for his life, but Hive is quite happy. The doctor's like, you are? These primitives are an abomination of science and a poor reflection of my talents. They are not abominations. James has got to go with the doc on this one. They're some very ugly muffins. They're part of me and the inhuman race. I want you to make more. How many? He's on his way. Good, I'll be there to greet him when he arrives. I know you feel bad about lying to him, but once he joins us, he'll understand. Come, I have something I want to show you. What happened to them? They're part of us, our children from our own flesh and blood, and we're going to make more of them. So we'll need more blood. How much? All of it. Daisy's out of her system. Good, because I'm calling the president. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. What? After you let him escape? He didn't escape. Well, if he wasn't on that plane, then who was? Desperate times, desperate measures. Oh, could it be the moment we've all been hoping for? Please tell me. The door opens and hell yes, it's Lash. It's about to be on, the battle we've all been waiting for. Lincoln and May tell us their plan, and it was genius, but can we get back to the Inhuman showdown? What if Lash kills Daisy? It's a risk we had to take, but I don't think he's meant to hurt Daisy. He's had a chance once before, and he didn't do it. You knew about this, Coulson? I run a tight ship. Why do you think Lash can beat this thing? And who in tarnation names these things? Every Inhuman is here for a reason and serves a purpose. I believe Lash's purpose is to kill Hive. Back to Lash whooping some ass, and he's doing just that. He actually takes out Hive pretty easy. Then the ugly muffins come charging from their cage. My man Lash handles them with ease, snapping necks and flinging them aside. Daisy wants to help, but she's been drained of so much blood. Where's James? He's on a beer run, and we should do the same. Daisy tries to tremor Lash, but she's too weak to crack a smile. She falls to the ground, and he walks over to her, and is he going to kill her or save her? She did just tremor chest him. But my man kneels down and power sucks the Hive out of her and says now she's free. As he walks her back to the Quinjet and lays her down, yep, who didn't see this coming? Ghost Rider James chain right through the heart. Damn it, favorite character down, and right after saving least favorite character. Daisy gives one final tremor blast, knocking out James and the remaining ugly muffins, then gets on comm to tell Base, Daisy Johnson, coming home. Oh, you mean the Base you recently trashed while snapping Coulson's leg? Yeah, sure, no harm, no foul. Come on home. This scene was supposed to be all heartfelt, and I was just sick. We lost Lash for you. Then she has the nerve to say that Lash died trying to save me. No, Lash died while saving you. His mission was accomplished, you ungrateful. Anyway, of course, Daisy's back. Daisy's sway free but having some withdrawals. Good news. What's the bad news? We think Hive plans to create a shockwave to turn the human race. But if and only if he finds a way to disperse it high enough in the atmosphere. He has it. That thing he stole from the ATCU in Indiana was a warhead. A fully operational warhead. And all asses pucker. Wow, yeah, pretty good episode, and there you have it. Daisy's back, big shocker. But other than that, I absolutely love this episode. We are only 1 week away from the big 2-hour finale. I'm actually kind of bummed out. I've been really enjoying this season. I mean, the acting has been phenomenal. I know I've said it a couple times, but the acting has been phenomenal this year. I mean, they've really stepped it up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I am going to be bummed when it's gone. But at least we get 2 hours of it next week, so yeah, I'm pumped for that, and we'll see who dies. It's gonna be Mac. They're gonna kill Mac. That's still, But anyway, so yeah, again, totally excited. We're 1 week away from the 2-hour finale, and then it's gonna be gone for months and months and months. And I guess I'll just have to watch more Game of Thrones. So until next week, it's your boy 0011, and I hope to see you soon.